where Sex 101 came from. I felt that we need to give people voices, to be able to express themselves. And I felt very sincere with many of our seniors because many people have decided to give up on living and just keep breathing. And part of living in life is enjoying the life that you get. And after having spent an entire year fighting cancer, I realized the life you have is the life you have. Yeah. And life is meant to be lived as an exclamation, not an explanation. We're not explaining our life. We're going to live our life. And it means eating as well as you can for your body type, exercising and doing movement to increase circulation, and also doing everything that we know that can enhance your life, which includes having a very sexually active life. And I want to say before I get into show and tell, sex, although it means intercourse, begins, where do we say sex begins? In the mind. In the mind. It starts with what you're thinking. And so we're doing today show and tell because it's important that you know, not anybody else here, what you think about sex, sexuality, sex toys, sexual concepts. And I'm going to start by saying, you ever heard the term, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Yes.
Or the Bahamas or Jamaica. Or in my house. Stays in my house. So I want everyone here to commit to each other in this room that one, we're doing no judgment. Right? What do I mean by judgment? Ooh, you be doing that? You like that? No scrawny face. Right? We don't need that. We accept. Screw face, as it says, screw face. It's okay to be uncomfortable. That's why we're in 101. It's okay to be uncomfortable. But the only way to defeat uncomfortable feelings are two ways: education and practice. The more you know about something, it's sort of like, I don't know about them, the Chinese people, or them people from Sweden, or black people, or white people. The only way you defeat the uncomfortability is through education. Why get hair all curly like that? I was born this way, but mine's is straight. Conversation with one of my peers in residency. So we had a nice education. They were calling braids, plaits, and plaits, dreads, and I had to go through, this is a braid, this is a plait, this is, cornrow, and we educated and taught each other. So no judgment zone. Hi, friends. Come on down. So everyone's been giving numbers, and the numbers will dictate. I'm giving 3, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 is going to be, I feel icky. 2 is going to be scary. 3 is going to be curious. Okay? And 4 is going to be yoo-hoo. Okay? And I want you for yourself to decide. This is a personal thing. You're going to decide for yourself. This is why it's 101, because you're going to decide for yourself, what is my comfortability with the things I'm seeing and the things we're talking about. And that's for you to know for yourself so you can be educated and move toward knowledge and comfortability, right? All right. So, who's number 1?
Right here.
All right. Contestant number 1. I want you to come on down. All right. And I want you to turn around and show the audience what's in number 1. Stilettos. Any thoughts? What are your thoughts about stilettos?
Mine?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's yours?
I can't wear them, they're too high.
But if you could wear them, would you?
Yes, I would. I've tried, but I just can't master it.
Yeah. So, what do you think you would do if you like them? What would you do? Anybody have any suggestions? If you like stilettos, what would you do?
They make it look very sexy.
So maybe a little comfortable. So you think they make you look a little sexy?
Yeah, I do.
It's sexy.
So I'm going to tell you what you do when you can't walk in a shoe. This is what you're going to do. You're going to sit here. You're going to put on those cuties. And you're just going to sit your behind right here with them like this. And you're just going to sit here with the cuties. That's all you're going to do. And then when you're ready to go, I gotta go to the food bar. Thank you. So that's what we do with stilettos. If you have some difficulty. All right, let me have the next number 2. Who's number 2? Woo-hoo! You got the pink bag. Open up the pink bag. You gotta turn around so people can see what's in the pink bag. Yeah, keep it in the plastic. There you go. All these have been demonstrations given to me by different places. Show what it's a little like upside down, but there you go. How does that make you feel looking at this? First of all, do you know what it is?
Well, this is the monument in Washington.
We have a Washington Monument, right?
And, yeah.
There's 2. I'm glad. Who noticed that there were 2? Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm not asking what you prefer. This is a really, you gotta see that there. How do you feel? What's your comfortable level? What's your comfort level?
3.
All right, curious, good. You can have a seat for me. Yes, thank you. This is what we call a vaginal expander. So oftentimes when people go through menopause, the JJ gets dried up. I'd say potato chips and Sahara Desert. Okay? And turns into, the Sudan. And why? Because hormones are what is used to lubricate the vaginal walls. Right? Mm-hmm. And so it becomes very dry in that area. And when it becomes dry, it contracts. Contraction means closes down. I often say, hey, I'm 10 again. Because it closes, even if you've had children, when the hormones start to dip and dive, the lubrication decreases, and with the decrease in the lubrication, it causes dryness. Dryness causes the word, you'll often hear GYN say atrophy. If they use the word atrophy with you, that's not a good word. Atrophy means it's losing something. If you have muscle atrophy, you're losing muscle tone. We need our muscles. The vagina, I call it the JJ, is a muscle. So what happens when it starts to atrophy because the hormones are released, or if you have a hysterectomy and you're nervous or fearful, or you haven't had a relationship in many years, you use it, you lose it. Well, you don't really lose it, you just shrink it. And it shrinks and becomes atrophy. So there are tools that can be used. This is a tool that will help to get that muscle working again and expand the area. And they come in different sizes, and there are many more sizes. So they're inserted in the vaginal area with lubrication, starting with the little one. Put it in for half an hour for about a week. then you move up to the next size for another week, and you continue to put it, insert it like a tampon. That's how it's used, only for half an hour, and it helps to expand the area. You will still need to use lubrication, because remember, estrogen has dipped. This will only help the walls to expand, right? It won't help the potato chips, okay? So we're still going to need to put some lubrication in that area. All right, number 3. Woo-hoo. Come on down. Show the picture. You know what that is? Does anybody see?
Lace stockings, fishnets. They stockings.
All right, so let's open it. This is a brand new pack. Let's open it up. As I said, I got some individuals to donate things for our show and tell class, and so I'm going to ask us to show and tell. So, what do you think about? There's some missing pieces, right? It's missing.
No,
What do you think? Look.
those are stockings, and you put them up.
Okay, so we got the stocking part. So where the rest of it? Why is it got to hold?
That goes all the way up to here.
They go only up
It's a tube top with leggings.
So we got a tube top, stretchies, you go on your legs. What do you come to level? What do you think? Would you want your partner to wear them?
No.
All right. So your comfort level with this would be a
Comfort level.
comfort level.
Yes.
All right. Any thoughts? Anybody with thoughts? Any thoughts?
Sexy.
Sexy. Sexy. All right. Some people think sexy. Other people? Anybody else? What makes it sexy?
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Yeah, this looks like the rest of it.
Exposure.
Exposure, not exposure, right?
Easy access.
Access.
Easy access.
Access. Look. Access point. Right? This is for access.
Right.
This is an access underwear.
Yeah.
It's not a functional underwear.
Right.
So let me give you 2 words. Functionality, something functional, and something to play with. We don't wear play clothes functionally. All right, so you're not going to put this on to go to work all day, unless you have plans somewhere between work. You know, maybe an afternoon rendezvous or something. You know. All right. Number 4. Who's number 4? Number 4. Can y'all see that?
Is that one of those neck massagers? Neck.
It's a massager. What y'all think? Share around. What y'all think? Battery operated. Take a look at it. I'm going to take it closer so people get a closer look. Notice that it has a rubber end on 2 sides.
What you do with that?
You got 2. It is a vibrator. But this vibrator, well, this one, they said it was electrical. But this is a dual purpose vibrator. Dual purpose. One for the clitoris and one for the rectal area. Dual purpose. Instead of single purpose, we got dual purpose. Dual purpose. camera level on a dual purpose vibrator.
Ooh.
Number 4. Now, let's have a little talk about vibrators, because it falls in the classification. There are 2 classifications. One is masturbation that is self-gratification. And then we have sex where you're engaged with another person. And contrary to what most people think of when they think of vibrators, they often think just masturbation, right? But if you're in a relationship and you start to explore more things, you can introduce vibrators to enhance sexual activities. So you can use a vibrator while having intercourse, at the same time stimulating the clitoris, or in this case, this one has also a rectal stimulator, while having intercourse. I know, it may get a little, remember do a little gymnastics, but the creativity may be needed, launching a fishing pole to lower things, but dual purpose, you can use them individually, but you can also introduce vibrators with a partner or partners, depending on what your interest at that time. Number 5. What your thoughts? Yes, these are edibles. Not MMJ edibles. These are edibles. And this one is in candy apple. Anyone ever seen these? So they're pretty much underwear.
Yeah.
But you can eat them off. So, introducing taste. Sometimes we look at taste. Oh, first, tell me your sense of your comfortable. Okay. So, thank you. So, let's talk about introducing taste and senses. Oftentimes, when we think of old about sexuality and being sexual, we go immediately to thinking penis and vagina.
Boring.
Right? It's like, okay. Open, close, right? Anything's open, we stick something in it, mouth, anus, penis, But we forget that we as human beings have other senses. And that's why we introduce a concept of external influences. Remember that? The external influences were things like, how does the room look? How does the house look? How did I speak to my partner? But those are auditory senses and visual senses that we're utilizing. But there's another sense that comes into play. Ever heard the term, the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach? The belly. Right? Taste. Taste is a sense. Chocolate, strawberry, champagne, oxtail, rice and peas, some plantains, some ribs, whatever that taste stimulation is, a good meal. Why do you think some people get laid going to dinner? Everybody's belly's full, right? And so people are more relaxed, which can lead into a sexual engagement. Taste. Come alive with taste. But all tastes are not the same. So you have to find out, what do I like? In her case, apples are not her thing. Okay? They come in chocolate. They come in strawberry. Whipped cream if you like. Melted chocolate if you like. Syrup if you like. Think about some applesauce. If you're an applesauce person, you can make a Jell-O nipple rings. Make a little Jell-O mold and put them in the fridge, and then you put them on your breast and you can eat Jell-O, Or you can make a human cake, with some ice cream topping. Don't light the candles. So you say, you can put the candles, but don't light the candles, you know. But you can build a cake, you know, strawberry shortcake, humankind. But utilize taste to enhance the external sexual experience. Besides lighting candles and putting fragrance and making sure, you know, you're wearing whatever is attractive to that person, you can engage with taste. And that's where meals come in, and even edible underwear. Who's number 6? 666. My number 6? No 6? Ah. Come on down. Oh, thank you. Show and tell. Tell me what you're going to do with your 6. Work it, girl. Work it. All right. So we have the most, you can wear this to dinner, right? And then after dinner,
Time up with it.
I need you under my control tonight. All right? So something as simple as your scarf can be very, very interesting and working on the senses. You know, you work on the senses. Tell me what I'm touching now. Yeah. Can you feel that? You know? Very, as creative as your mind will allow you to roam. You know? Something, you don't have to go to simple as a start. But allow your imagination to flow. You know? And try something different once in a while. Okay? With permission, of course. And I would say make sure that you ask permission for everything. Yeah. You know, permission is real important. Permission is empowering.
Yes.
When you don't give people permission, you take away power, and you don't know the traumas that people have experienced, and you may throw them into a state. Right? So always ask permission. Who's number 7?
Dr. Powell, you don't know for another?
Oh, is that?
For the scarf, comfort level.
Oh, comfort level. The scarf. Your level, not comfortable, hate it, curious, love it.
4, she said 4.
4.
She say 4.
Okay. All right. Number 7. So, gotta open this one up.
Surprise.
All right. So in this one, again, I got noticed, so a lot of them are kind of locked up still. So this is a new. You can open this one up. Friend, I think Karen called.
Okay.
All right, so what can you do with these? By the way, they come in the dollar store.
Sensation.
Exactly. There you go. Sensory. Sensations. Working with the sensation. Yes. And notice. One of the things I want you to notice is all people are not created the same.
Right.